How is everybody doing? Today is Monday, December 28th, and I don't know why, but I'm doing really well. Studying, labbing, working, doing some things around the house, spending some time with the kids. I've been working from home since January of this year, like most of you, and trying to find some level of balance and really just contentment with working from home opposed to being in the office and being around people has been difficult, has been tough, right? So today's topic, which is a topic that you will not really hear much about, is the effects of studying and studying hard. For those who have sat ISC squared test exams, Cisco exams, CompTIA exams, and anything else out there, Microsoft exams, you know that to ensure that you are not wasting your money on that voucher, 250, 300, my CISSP was $500. You need to study, and you need to study hard, right? You follow the blueprints, you get the cert books, you look at message forums, you listen to testimonies, you read white papers, you look at YouTube videos, CBT nuggets, you name it, right? Some of us, I think, go overboard, and I can tell you I have before, and you will start to experience the effects of positive effects and negative effects, okay? So I'm going to start with the positive first, right? Obviously, your brain is a muscle. The more you use it, the more exercise you put through it, the more you're going to retain. I don't know about you, but as I got towards the end of my study and adventure, and I'm about to sit the exam a week before, 2 weeks before, I'm skimming through Cisco Doctrine and I'm listening to CBT Nuggets, and my brain is so sharp and I'm able to sponge anything. I'm retaining the smallest details, the OSPF LSAs, and the administrative distance, and the intricacies of EIGRP, and it's sticking well, right? That's towards the end, because up to that point you have exercised your brain so much, and you've got to a point where it's so strong that you're not going to not remember anything, right? And I wish I could take that and continue with it, or really take that, capture it in a pill and sell it, right? That'd be great. So the memory retention, your abilities to comprehend, conceptualize things, it's, to me, you're at the peak of your ability, right? As you get further into your study and adventure for a particular cert, right? So that's definitely a positive thing. It keeps you focused. It's something positive in your life in general, right? For those out there who struggle trying to keep themselves on the right track, stay out of trouble, stay focused, stay motivated. Studying and going through a rigid studying machine-like structure is going to put structure in your life, right? So that's a positive thing. So those things are great. And obviously, the harder you study, the more you ingest, the more you shove down your throat, the higher chance of success on passing that exam the first time, right? And walking away with a W, a win. Negative effects, right? This is why you tuned in. We all know that for these higher level certifications, I am studying for the Encore, the 35401 New Enterprise Encore, CCNP, CCIE. So I am an old CCNP certified engineer. I did the 3 exams, not the 4, really old school, but the 3. And now I'm going for the Enterprise Core because I've allowed my CCNP to lapse. It expired actually last year. So I've started the unhealthy train of studying, right? And when you do that, I'm going to name a few things. And when I was thinking about doing this video, I was jotting down some things that I thought would be valuable to you guys in terms of what are some of these indicators of unhealthiness, okay? And I can tell you right now, the very first one is you've got to get out of the chair from time to time, okay? If you work at home, you work behind a desk, you've got your comfy little gaming chair, which I don't. I've got this cheap Walmart one. I can tell you that over time, physical effects your back, if you haven't felt it already, and your neck, right? And you couple the 8-hour, 10-hour days, and then if you're doing like me, I'm doing after-hour requests for changes, RFCs at night, because it's in a production environment. You're looking at a 12-hour day, and then you couple that with 2 to 4 hours of studying. That's 3/4 of your day right there in a chair, okay? So I've got this standing desk here. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Not everybody can have these kind of things. I understand that, nor may you want it. But this forces me from time to time, allows me to stand up and be able to stand on my feet and get off and alleviate some of that pressure on my back and my neck. So physical effects, mental effects, right? Balance, right? You spend more time studying than you do with your friends and your family, right? Those kind of things take effect. There are taxes that will be paid, and maybe later on, right? Your marriage, your significant other, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever. You start neglecting their needs and who they are, and your families, again, long-term effects, long-term taxes people will pay. Yes, it is a sacrifice, but I encourage you to find balance, because those kind of areas in your life can be affected if you become unhealthy with your studying habits, okay? And some of the other things that I've looked up online, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, those obviously are long-term effects of long-term worst practices, okay? I think you can contribute that to just a 5-10 year time period of just unhealthiness, whether it's physical activity, the lack of, and then your diet, right? I can tell you when I'm cramming, when I was cramming for the CISSP back in 2013, I can tell you that my days would consist of going to the library after they open in the morning. Prior to that, I was at Starbucks slamming a few coffees, looking at my notes, looking at 3x5 cards. Then I get to the library, get to a quiet room, and then I'm hitting the books hard. I'm going through the domains and I'm hitting them. Lunchtime would come. I may go to the gas station, grab a sandwich in a box or one of those little cubes, eat that. In the car, I'm taking a nap, car's on, AC's on, and I'm taking a nap. I have my cell phone on my chest with an alarm set. I wake up 30-40 minutes, get up, slam a Red Bull, go back to it, stay in the library till they close, get up the next morning, rinse and repeat, right? Not healthy. But it got the job done, but not healthy, right? Long-term effects, again, effects on your family, right? Mental effects of yourself, right? Isolating yourself from everybody. Health, your diet, right? Slamming Red Bulls every day is probably not the best idea. And as you all know, for those of you who have a taste for Monsters, Red Bull, Bangs, things like that, I love those things, but I know they're godly and awful for me, right? So I can tell you, you've got to slow down when it comes to that. Slamming them every day is going to feel great, but we all know that tolerance level over time degrades, and you have to consume more to get the same effects you did 2 months ago, 3 months ago, right? We all know that, which means the cost of it goes up because you have to buy more, and also the health risks go up too, okay? So let's see what else we got here. We talked about the mental effects. We talked about the potential physical effects, health-wise. I think some of the long-term, and I got some positive notes here, is you would rather be a man, a woman of knowledge, wisdom, and intelligence, or someone who knows versus someone who knows little, right? So I can tell you, the more you read, right, regardless of what it is, fiction, nonfiction, how-to, self-help, whatever it is, for school, for Cisco certifications, whatever. I wouldn't say Berenstein Bears or Dr. Seuss books, but any book that you read, I can tell you, improve your abilities to articulate and write. Email these days, not so much writing. Your abilities to speak and speak well, okay, which is important in this industry. And we all been on those calls where it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, something is broke. Something stopped working. The network team is naturally blamed instantly. And then you become I have to prove myself innocent here. And you've looked at everything and you're saying to yourself, it's not me. It's not the network team. It's not the network. It has to be systems. It has to be AD, whatever the situation is. Someone who is able to communicate that well, articulate in confidence, use words that are powerful and vibrant, are going to get their point across and are going to be listened to